Hi everyone. The purpose of this video is to share what's been transpiring in my life and my medical treatment. The past 6 weeks or so have been quite hard for me. I began having troubles with my artificial hips on December 22nd of 2023. My local hospital has taken me seriously, and when it didn't clear up, I was referred to an orthopedic surgeon that's tied in with the Queen's University Medical Division. And the surgeon I have is absolutely lovely. He's easy to talk to and he listens. What's been happening with the artificial hip is both making a grinding type noise, and the only way I know how to explain the other part is it feels like I'm being punched by the artificial hip or bitten, like that type of bitten. What he needed from me was a pattern, but he also wanted to check if the hip was okay or not. And it was imaged, and on the imaging it looks fine. So what the imaging did was eliminated a whole lot of what's not wrong with it. We got to the end of May, and I finally found a pattern in all that was going wrong. And it took me a long while because I hadn't been sleeping well or as good during part of this. And it was just happening so often as well that trying to make sense of it was really hard. In fact, it's still plaguing me, although I'll get to this. So I eventually found a pattern, and it would be the equivalent. I've got some fasteners here. If I was to set these on the floor in front of me, bending over to pick it up, that angle, or the angle of touching your toes, seemed to be what tripped it up. And he asked me not to put myself in that position for several months, in the hopes that the hip muscles or whatever was upset would get a chance to heal. And unfortunately, because my height, I'm 6'0", this type of action does or can be one of the risks of it. And the thought is that my right knee buckled, so it let go and I was like dead weight, although I grabbed my wheelchair as I was falling and didn't hit the floor. But he thinks the hip got jarred during that event and started this all. And it was reasonable. It made sense to me. The surgeon explained the technical aspects of the artificial hips. That made sense to me as well. And that problem is not 100% solved, but the vast majority of it is solved, and at least that part of it's not plaguing me now. Because each time this was happening, it'd be followed by 3 or 4 really hard days that just made me so weak. What I'm left with, though, I'm quite concerned about. I've just said it earlier, just a few minutes ago, the hip when it malfunctions, what's left of it feels like the ligaments around the hip. Like this is the hip, everything that supports it so it doesn't, wobble to and fro, feels like it's being bitten into. And it really hurts. When it happens, it takes 6 weeks or so to recover, but they're not, it's happening more frequently than every 6 weeks. And it's really making a marathon out of my life that I could really do without. I will be seeing the surgeon again, and I've purchased a hip anatomy teaching model so I could show the surgeon where it hurts. Let me just bring it up on the screen so you can see what I'm talking about. Yeah, so this is what I've purchased here. This is the artificial hip is where I've got the box over right now, and that's all the ligaments. And everything that's yellow, it's what gets injured from when this happens. And you can see the different angles of it. This gets my skin away so I can point to where it's hurting. I own one of these knee models, and I think that's going to be helpful for my surgeon and I to talk about this. So I'm expecting that appointment to happen within about 2 weeks. It honestly can't come fast enough. I haven't posted as many videos because I've really not been feeling well. In 2009, both of my hip joints were operated on during the same surgery. And I spent the following 3 months healing. And it feels like I'm right back in that. What had happened in the hip at that point was the cartilage that lines the ball had literally split, kind of like you crack an egg. And it made me really weak, but it was to help. This has just made me really weak. It's not helpful at all. And I can't really predict when it's going to happen to me. So I've been trying to take it easy or easier, which sort of leads me to the next thing I want to talk about in this video. I want to read to you a post that I've made on Reddit. The title is Looking for a Gaming Buddy. About me. I'm a 47-year-old guy. I had a rare hip disease as a 2-year-old. This set in motion a physical disability. Recently, I've been focused on adding content to my website themed around my blog, YouTube videos, and sharing strategies to get the most out of life. I really enjoy being in nature. Before getting into bed at night, I like to play a few computer games. Regardless of how physically challenging each day was, it's able to end well for me. I try to keep in touch with my friends. The remainder of my life is revolving around medical appointments. What I'm looking for in a gaming buddy. I'm looking for another guy to play with. I enjoy the conversation that naturally occurs while playing. I've been looking to start playing around 9:15 p.m. Eastern, change games around 10 p.m. Eastern, and then play for about 75 minutes more. As long as my bedtime is consistent, I'm willing to discuss this more. In November 2024, a friend and I are going to install a Minecraft server I will be hosting. This is to go with my YouTube and Discord efforts. I plan to spend several months establishing some infrastructure and above ground minecart rail and mini games. My hope is to spend an hour a day, 5 days a week on this. This doesn't necessarily have to happen while playing with you, but it may provide a venue for building a friendship if Minecraft interests you. A summary of the games I enjoy and am able to play. The first one's Minecraft. The next one is with the Steam game launcher. What I have are American Truck Simulator, Bloons TD Battles 2, Euro Truck Simulator 2, Golf with Your Friends, Party Animals, PGA Tour 2K21, Slappy Ball, Splitgate, Stumble Guys, Super Mega Baseball 4, and Tower Unite with the in-game mini golf, bowling, ball race, and virus, and finally Uno. For the Epic Games launcher, I have Fall Guys and Rocket League. And then for Roblox, I've played Death Run, Super Bomb Survival, Super Golf, Epic Mini Games, Arsenal, Pairs to Pairs card game, Hole in the Wall, Flood Escape Classic, Pass the Bomb, Local Official, Row Bowling, Plates of Fate Remastered, Flee the Facility, The Crusher Survival Lobby, Pack Blocks, Roblox Party, Word Bomb, and Bluxy Bingo. So what I'm ideally looking for is someone that's available sort of maybe 9:15 p.m. Eastern until around 11. And what I've found is regardless of what's happened to me during the day, if we get to the evening, at least the day can end well for me. And it makes up for the hard challenges that I'm dealing with right now. I think that's as much as I want to say for right now. You can look at the list yourself if it interests you. I do understand not everyone is interested in gaming. Actually, I'm going to include one more thing. I've really been enjoying Minecraft. What it's done for me is the creative part of this gets me away from the pain being as debilitating that I'm experiencing. If I'm focused on something creative, it just doesn't have the same draining effect on me. So into November of this year, just in a few weeks from now, my friend Mike and I are going to set up a Minecraft server that I'm going to host. And I'm going to spend time setting up some basic infrastructure and some farms, and then some mini games. And what I'm hoping, it'll be several months, but what I'm hoping when I've got the basic infrastructure set up is that it would be an opportunity for the people that use my YouTube channel and like playing Minecraft could spend an hour or two together once an afternoon playing this. And I think it might be fun. I want to get I want to have a number of mini games available though right at the start so that it it isn't just building and that it'll have more appeal and sustainable appeal because there's times where you just don't want to build but be together as a group. If Minecraft is something that you enjoy playing and you might be interested in helping with this effort, respond to the video below and I can talk to you more about what I've got and more of what I'm thinking about and what my vision is for this. It's been really good for me. It's why I've often said about having something creative to do when you're dealing with a chronic illness. It kind of gives other purpose to life than, the trade-off, the list of things that you can't do. But if you can do something else instead, it makes it really worthwhile. Thank you for hearing me out today. I was hoping that they have been taken care of before now, and it's just not been that way. I hope each of you are having a good day. Bye for now.